Hello everyone, it's Hino here, and welcome back to another video, where today we will be taking a look at some interesting vehicles that could be added to War Thunder. If you have any vehicles that you want to see me make a video on, then be sure to let me know in the comments below. So with that being said, let's go take a look. The BTR-80 is a wheeled IFV with excellent mobility, which is provided by a 260 horsepower diesel engine, giving this vehicle a top speed of 80 to 90 km per hour. Its main armament is the 2A72 30mm autocannon, the same gun as the one found on the Bmpt-4. This gun is fully stabilized and comes with a high rate of fire, allowing it to quickly destroy early MBTs from the side. While its armor is thin, its large internal volume will give it a pretty decent artificial survivability. This would be a Soviet alternative to the Type 87 RCV that Japan received in Update Direct Hit. Later versions such as the BTR-90 could come to the tech tree. Depending on the specific variant, it could come with a single Conqueror's ATGM launchers or 4 Cornet ATGM launchers. Most common variants come with a second generation Gunner's thermal sight, while both the Gunner and Commander has access to high quality thermals in modernized versions. Staying on the topic of insanely mobile vehicles, we have the Brdm2 Spandrel. Its 140 horsepower engine allows it to reach a top speed of 100 km per hour on roads. It could be equipped with a keyboard-guided Malyutka ATGM while stock, while the improved Conqueror's ATGM could be available later, either as an upgrade or available as a tech tree vehicle. This vehicle was exported to many Warsaw Pact countries, so it could be added to Germany if the developers feel that it will fill a gap in the tech tree. Personally, I think this would be an interesting vehicle to see added, but it wouldn't necessarily break the game, due to it being a lightly armored vehicle and unstabilized. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The introduction of the 2S3 Akatsiya and Winged Lions opened the door for introduction of more howitzers in the future. One of which could be the 2S1 Gvozdika, a howitzer equipped with a 122mm 2A18 unlike the 2S3 and the Pecan. This thing will actually be able to get around the map thanks to its engine giving it a good horsepower per ton. Its increased mobility doesn't mean you should take it to the front lines, as it still has paper thin armor and a relatively slow reload of 5 rounds per minute. Moving on to a top tier edition, we have the Bmpt Terminator, an ATGM carrier mounted on the hull of a T-72B3. This thing will be a beast, as it could be immune from returning fire when in a hull down position. Its unmanned turret houses 4 Attackis ATGM. The anti-tank variant travels at 550 meters per second and carries a tandem warhead. If enemies tries to get up close, then you can rely on its twin 30mm autocannons to quickly destroy their track and barrels. It is decently protected, at least when compared to other ATGM carriers. Its main drawback would be its low reverse speed. Next up we have the Pogban. This North Korean tank has multiple versions, but today we will be talking about the more widely produced version equipped with a 150mm gun. This tank is based on the T-62, but inherits some features from later T-72 as well. Its most notable feature is undoubtedly its dual Igla manpad launchers. This tank is the perfect solution to both early game helicopter rush and revenge casts. If the developers wants to be less ambitious, then the Chonman-ho could be added instead, as is a T-62M1 with increased protection. Due to North Korea's secrecy, not much is known about the performance of its APFSDS shell, but as it shares the same gun as the T-62, it would not be too immersion breaking for the Soviet shells to be used instead. If you want to hear about event planes that should be added to War Thunder, then watch this video next.